This is very good information for people back in America to hear, because you're demonstrating very clearly the progress you're making here and how you're doing it. So,
Well, this is just the military side.
Yeah.
We have a very strong interagency team here at Mountain Warrior. We also have different funds that come through the USAID. These fund sources, we've done the same types of projects. We've focused on areas, we've done complementary projects in the area, and we've continued to try to focus smaller scale projects. We have one that's being developed right now through USAID's OCR office, and it's going to employ about 1,400 local Afghan men in what amounts to a conservation project. It's a 2-year program, a journeyman training program, where they'll do watershed management, range management, and it'll end up with reforestation of the area. It's been a big problem here with a lot of the timber being harvested and sold overseas. And so it's a very good non-lethal option for these men to have honorable employment, and it's again being spearheaded by USAID OCR in cooperation with other USAID organizations, Department of Agriculture, Department of Defense, and then 2 of the major ministries here within Afghanistan.
and that'll also bring jobs to the local communities too, as these projects unfold, right?
Correct. The 1,400 men, they'll be working directly for the district agriculture and irrigation ministry in each of our districts, and they'll be up providing watershed management as their primary function to slow down the water coming off the mountains, which results in flash floods every year, which unfortunately kills a good deal of folks here. So it helps with that. It'll also help with irrigation of crops. It keeps the topsoil here. They have a very bad problem with the topsoil erosion. So these types of programs, while giving men honorable jobs in the area, it also secondary and tertiary benefits to the economy in agriculture, and then to the environment itself with allowing the regrowth of trees.
Okay. You were going to talk a little bit about Keating, where unfortunately we lost 8 soldiers.
Yes, we did.
112.
Correct. Up in Keating we did, and one of the results we've had since Keating in working with the district leaders and some of the elders that are up in the area is they had sided with many of the anti-Afghan forces up there merely to get foreigners out of their areas. And in this area, the people are such isolationists that foreigners could be someone from another valley, but in this case it was Westerners. The attacks that occurred up there on October 3rd, many of the combatants that were there were simply village locals, men from the valleys in the area who were hired just for the fight, just to come in, and they had partnered with the forces, the anti-Afghan forces there, just to fight against the American base and try to force the foreigners out of their land. What the district government, what was already known in the area was that the U.S. was already relocating its forces from that area, moving towards the more populated areas to where we could actually affect the people and help the people more. We've since worked with the tribal folks that are in the area. They have, through the government system, they've elected their own district governor for there. They only asked for 3 positions that were representative of their area: the district governor, the chief of police, and the director for education in the area. So it shows you what they hold important there is education and security. Since then, they've continued discussions with us. They've started development back in their area. They're very supportive of the Afghan government at this point, and they now feel they have representation from within their valley, which is, we think, what they wanted in the first place. And it took an event as deadly for us as it was for them to actually get them to participate in their own system.
So they're clearly seeing that the friend in the area is us, because we're there to help them, and these anti-Afghan forces, I imagine some of them may be Taliban, that they're not there for them. Right? Would that be a fair assessment?
Correct. I don't know if they would go as far as to say anyone outside of their areas are their friends. They realize we were there to not do them harm. We were there to bring development and assistance to them. And I think they realized after the fact that fighting against us was not the right method for them to take to further development or to even get us to leave sooner. It was something that now, in speaking with their leadership, that I think they very much regret.
Okay, appreciate that. Could you talk a little bit about the soldiers? 4th BCT, 4th ID soldier, they cover such a wide area, and what I'm hearing is the great job they have been doing for the almost year they've been here. So talk about that.
Sure. They have our 6,500 soldiers and civilians that we have on the battlefield. They've been doing phenomenal work in probably one of the most austere, harsh environments we've fought at anywhere in the world. We have mountain ranges in our area that go up to 20,000 feet, some very steep slopes, whitewater rivers. We've got desert conditions here. They've fought in everything, and we've fought, and we've also developed governance, individual development projects. They've done everything under some very austere conditions, maintained very high morale and very high standards that they've passed off to our partners that we've worked with the Afghan National Army and Afghan National Police. We're partnered with them throughout our battle space, and we're starting to see them emulate some of the role models that they have out there from 4th BCT.
That's great. So people back, especially in Colorado Springs, Colorado, where 4th BCT is based out of Fort Carson, really should be doing a big welcome back, right?
They should. Nice. It would be really great to have everyone out there. I know we've had a lot of sponsors along the way. Prior to us coming out here, we've had some of the community, business community, stay in touch with us while we've been here. I know one of our great sponsors with All-in-One Tailors that helped us, our junior soldiers especially, get all their equipment and their uniforms ready to come over here. So we look forward to seeing everybody in the next month or so back in Colorado.
Talk about the support from back home while you've been here. Care packages, letters. I've been hearing that a lot from other soldiers.
Sure. We've previously, when I've been deployed, there were big surges at some times of the year. Veterans Day, 4th of July, we tend to see surges. Christmas. The organizations that are out there now supporting our soldiers back here at the brigade level and all the way down to the platoon level up in some of those remote environments. We've got Adopt a Platoon, anysoldier.org. They've all gotten packages out to our soldiers, and they'll tailor packages. They'll send initial packages with known items that most soldiers ask for, and then they'll ask the soldiers specifically what they need for their environment. If it's cold weather socks, if it's Gatorade powder, whatever the soldiers need in the environment. We also have individuals that have sent things specifically to soldiers, to platoons, groups of soldiers. We had church groups. We have a legal office out of Southern California that sent a lot of donations of supplies and money to the soldiers who lost all of their personal and professional equipment at COB Keating. And so we really appreciate the efforts of everyone out there to keep our soldiers happy while they're out here doing their work, and also stay in touch with all of our friends and families back in the States.
And now you have replacement people coming in, so we need to keep that support up for them too, right?
We do. We're very much looking forward to handing everything over to Task Force Bastogne. They're going to continue down the path we've been working. We've already met with most of their leadership, my counterparts here, which is good news for me. And we hope everybody maintains the support for them while they continue the mission here for the next year.
Are they mainly from one base back in America?
Yes, they are. Most of the folks are coming out of Fort Campbell that are replacing us.
Okay, that's in Kentucky, right?
Kentucky and Tennessee, yes.
Okay, Kentucky and Tennessee. Great. I know you're going to be home soon, but would you like to give a shout out to your wife, other family members, friends back home?
Sure. Look forward to getting home. Look forward to seeing my wife. It's been quite a while since I've seen her. and our extended family, and spending some time together and some quality vacation time away from everything. So thank you for your support to me personally. So it's been a long time. Look forward to getting home.
Well, I want to thank you very much again for your service to our country, but also to your family. That's one thing that people need to know, is that the soldier is serving, the Marine, the Air Force, the Navy, National Guard, Reserves, but there's also family members back home serving too while you're deployed.
Yeah, most definitely. I think that's the harder job.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. The reception I've received here has been great, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all come home.
Good. Look forward to seeing you there. Thanks,
Thank
Bob.
you. Once again, folks, we're on TalkingWithHeroes.com, and you've heard this slogan on the other videos: watch and share. You're watching this video. We're asking everybody, share these videos with everybody you know. If you belong to a ministry, please let them all know about it. Church, school, company, organization, whatever it is. Veterans groups especially, post all across the country. Million people, that's my initial goal, to watch these videos. So finally we can see on video a little bit how you all live here, for one, how the people live here, but the progress, and see it, and spread this across the country. So I want to thank you, sir, and thank you to everybody who's helping. God bless you all. God bless America. Reporting from here in Afghanistan, I am Bob Calvert, your host at TalkingWithHeroes.com.